Hello there, my name is Ross McConaughey and I'm here with...
David Aiken. I am the writer of Enforcer Butch. I wrote the story and I also play the villain, Big Bad Dave.
Yeah. So, this video is just kind of like a, what would you say, behind the scenes
Yes,
look.
behind the scenes voiceover so we can point
commentary.
out some interesting points of the film that you didn't know about.
So that whole opening sequence you just saw was actually shot in Dave's back garden with your weights set.
And this here was the very first day of filming, the first thing we ever shot.
Yeah, it's actually shot in Bangor Bingo Hall and outside Bangor Cinema. I think it was probably one of the sunniest days that we've ever seen in Bangor.
Yes, and I was wearing my full Big Bad Dave gear, so you can imagine how uncomfortable I must have felt.
Just sweating buckets, but it all added to the character, I feel.
Now, this was an interesting day because originally I had just Johnny Bates, Chris and Matthew Girvin for my crew, but by sheer coincidence Ross McConaughey happened to be with Ross on the day I phoned Johnny.
Just turned up.
Which was a very great blessing in disguise, because if it weren't for Ross here, this film wouldn't be what it was.
Look at that. Oh, looks so evil. I guess that's a brilliant line. I didn't do anything.
Silence! Where did you get the idea to make Big Bad Dave's voice robotic?
I don't know, I think it was just there's a lot of lines in this scene and I thought I'd spice it up a little and add some flavour to the voice. So I made it kind of like Dalek-esque, if that's a word.
Which I'm
Here we go, here's one of my favourite bits. The turn of this coin is so funny. You turn it like 180 degrees, so your arms are completely twisted.
Oh, I can twist my arms in many ways.
That bit there as well, when he flicks up the coin, you forgot to catch it again. You flick the 2p into the forest somewhere.
No, originally you were going to have a wee splash of CGI blood that was going to go on Gerv's face.
Those sound effects that Johnny did were all Johnny.
They all came from his mouth. He died.
Here we go. Here's my cameo. Butch. It's me.
Now, originally this was going to be another full scene in the movie, but because of time constraints we couldn't do it. It was filmed, but it never made it to the cut of the film, which was basically Butch meeting his boss in person to give him instructions and sending him off on his assignment to stop Big Bad Dave.
And we can see Johnny for the second time.
Yes, Johnny dies 3 times in this movie. He gets his throat ripped out by a pair of garden shears, as you've just seen. He's going to be done in by Butch in a minute, and then he gets shot again in the final action sequences.
Classic. I like your hair in this one. Slicked back.
Every good villain needs to have a slicked back haircut, and I just thought that I really looked...
This hit's funny as well. Oh! It's good. Yeah, so I was standing with the camera on top of that big crate that you just saw. That crate in that background.
It's a big electric box generator.
I risked my life for this project. Oh, the best shot in the film. Oh, the dust in my garage. Beautiful. It's so serious.
Why so serious? And here's Ruben doing what he does best, looking very tough and Butch-like.
I think this is the most unjustified death. The captive tells him everything he needs to know, but yet he still dies.
And again, this was going to be another thing. Originally, Johnny's head was going to explode with FX, but again, constraints.
Epic music.
Now, this is such a beautiful filming location, which is very sadly...
Such a shame.
Sadly no longer there now. The Banks
what a
Lane,
shot. Sorry.
Which is actually well, it's not abandoned exactly, but it was a shut down old folks home.
This bit here, you wanted to look like a game or something, didn't you?
Yes.
You wanted to look like
I had the idea. I had the idea that Butch would have a starting point, like in a video game like Call of Duty or something, and then gradually make his way through several enemies, shooting and firing at them, and then Big Bad Dave would be the boss waiting for him at the very end.
So this shot here, right here, is it's my favourite shot of the whole thing. Boom. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, that blood.
Done.
That blood is just... And then he starts having a fit. Classic overacting from Chris there. And Gerv coming up. Gerv's death here is brilliant. A homage to a homage. Isn't it like Tropic Thunder, but then Tropic Thunder was a homage to something else? I can't remember what it was. Getting shot in the back. Oh, and this, we originally filmed this scene with the actual words in, but because we didn't have a microphone or anything.
The wind
blew the words away.
You can see some tourists in the background probably wondering what the hell were we doing running around with guns and balaclavas.
So you just saw there, Ruben steal Matthew Gervin's glasses. Look at the moon in the background. I love that shot as well.
A moon
Beautiful.
shot.
Beautiful. In midday. Classic. But yeah, you just saw Ruben there steal. Oh, the reload of the gun here. Sorry, I'm interrupting myself. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so watch Ruben's glasses. Go ahead, Dave.
This was, I believe, the very last day of filming.
Yeah.
Because afterwards we went onto the Bangor Grammar playing fields to film the final showdown.
Yeah.
And of course Ruben's
no glasses. Where'd they go?
Disappeared.
Where have they gone?
I think that's the only continuity flaw in the movie.
Ah, no, there's a fair few.
And there's me with my cigar.
The unlit cigar.
Yes, I didn't have a lighter on me. I should have got someone to light it for me.
Oh well. So he cocks his gun.
No,
and then he puts his gun in his pocket. That's safe.
This is an interesting thing I wanted to do because in the original script, Big Bad Dave was going to announce his plans to Butch of what he was going to do with the town, because I had come up with a clever evil plot that Big Bad Dave was going to do, but then we decided that it would be alluded to but not fully mentioned in detail what it was, because whatever you don't hear, the imagination makes it much worse for you. So I think it was best for the viewer that they didn't know what Big Bad Dave's plans were and just left up to them.
Yeah.
A
little bit of ambiguity. That's a good word. That's all you need to say. Bit of ambiguity. I have personally killed. You sick. Oh, evil, my bad. I see the chances of they could exploit.
That's my personal favourite line.
Chances of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good line. Well delivered. The roundhouse kick and then the spin back around the opposite way. That's a class bit.
I'm very proud of that. And then by magic we're at the Bangor Grammar playing fields.
Top right corner you see Johnny again, the shadow of Johnny. And Megan Rutherford.
Yeah,
Megan Rutherford.
Jenny Wilmot was with us that day too and took a few pictures of us filming, but then she fucked off along with Chris and Gerv. And here's the...
Pop. Oh, he falls.
Is he dead?
Is he? Nobody knows.
Defeated?
I love the music in this bit as well.
Of course he's not.
Of course he's not dead. We point of view shot. That was actually me filmed that. And then it cuts to Ruben.
And this is me standing on you.
Yeah,
and
the
then
point
back
of views.
to me standing on Ruben.
I think it's well cut. He puts his gun away. Ruben should just shoot him here.
Yeah. But still, he uses Big Bad Dave's sick obsession with deciding how to kill people with a coin to his advantage. And Big Bad Dave...
Oh, sorry, that's the best. That punch is brilliant. And then I added a wee bit of sirens, like police sirens in here. You can hear them just in the background. Well, there we go.
Yes, and thank you very much to Ross McConaughey, who made the film what it was.
And the prequel comes out start of summer?
In May. And in that prequel you'll find out many things that you didn't know before. The tie between Big Bad Dave and Butch.
Well, see ya.